हेलो। हाँ साहब, आज मुझे मालूम है कि आजकल देवदास की जिंदगी जी रहे हो। जियो, इसका भी एक अलग ही मजा है। चलो ठीक है। उम्मीद करता हूँ कि जब तक तुम लोग सुबह जगोगे तो जरूर इस वीडियो को देखोगे। वैसे भी रात के 1:30 बज चुके हैं। बनाते और अपलोड करते समय करते करते शायद सुबह के 4 बज जाएं। लेकिन बाबा भीमराव अम्बेडकर ने एक बात कहा था कि वो रातों रात इसलिए जगते हैं कि उनके लोग सोते हैं। अब हम भी इस उम्मीद से रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं कि तुम लोग तो वैसे जग ही रहे हो। फिर भी जगने का मतलब यहाँ पे अवेयरनेस से है, हार्ड वर्क से है, नॉलेज से है। यहाँ पे जगने और सोने का मतलब फिजिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से नहीं है। तुम लोग जगो, हमेशा जगो, जगते रहो, यही दुआ है। Today I will discuss the landmark judgment, that is the Nandlal Vasudev Vaidvek versus Lata Nandlal Vasudev Vaidvek and another. In this case, as you know that this particular case has not been prescribed in your syllabus, but I know that this is the historical judgment, although has not been prescribed in your syllabus, but I will discuss this because without knowledge of this particular case, you cannot know anything about the section 112. Regarding the syllabus, don't think about the syllabus, what would be syllabus. I will complete each and everything within the stipulated times. And this is the case, and in this case, this is also known as a story of the Neha. I know that there are several girls of this particular name in your class, but this is not the story of these girls. This is the story of the Neha who belongs from the West Bengal. This is known as a story of Neha. Neha was unfortunate, and finally her future was depends upon in this particular case, and in the last, in the final, she was declared as a bastard child. She was declared as an illegitimate child. That's why, although there was nothing wrong committed by the Neha, but whatever wrong was committed by her mother, she have to face her whole life. That's why I attribute respect to that Neha who are facing such types matters, and regards to every man or woman who never commits the wrong but have to face problems wrong committed by another party. So what is the name of the case? Name of the case is Nandlal Vasudev Vaidvek versus Lata Nandlal Vaidvek and another. What is the meaning of and another? And another means something, one more party or some more party are in this part as a respondent, but here it was not possible to write name of every person. That's why another word is used. In this way, that was the point here. Another party, that Neha Vasudev, Neha Nandalal Vaidvek is the another party. It means here there are three party. One is the Nandalal, other is the Lata, other is third is the Neha. If you see the here the facts, I will start to discuss the facts of this particular case. Here there are three persons. First person is the Nandalal. First person is the, come to the point here. Oh, first point is that here the name of the Nandalal Vasudev Vaidvek, Lata Nandalal Vaidvek, Neha Nandalal Vaidvek. It means it is the important points common in all. In all these three names, what is the common? In all these three names, common is that Nandalal Vaidvek, Nandalal Vaidvek, Nandalal Vaidvek. It means what is different in all names? Different is that here the name is the Vasudev, Lata and Neha. It means Whenever I use the word in this, I will use the word Sat, Vasudev, Lata, Neha. If once I say the word Vasudev, it means that is the name Nandalal Vasudev Vaidvak. I say Lata, Lata means Lata Nandalal Vaidvak. Neha Nandalal Vaidvak. In this way, you can remember what is the facts of this case. How many persons are involved? There are three persons: Vasudev, Lata, Neha. Okay, after this, this is the three facts. In this case, petitioner is the husband, Lata is the wife, and Neha is the so-called daughter of the husband, and husband, that is the so-called daughter of Vasudev, and Vasudev is claiming that Neha is not his daughter. Neha is not his daughter. That's why in this case, whole question arises, whole issue is that whether Neha is the daughter of Vasudev, because section 112 deals about the paternity rather than maternity. The point was that in that case, question is that whether Neha is the daughter of Vasudev. After this, I will see here the story. Story here is that marriage between two persons, that is the Vasudev and Lata. When marriage was solemnized on the 30th June 1990. After that, story is something different. After that, wife is claiming there was might be some dispute, whatever is that. Both started to live separate. But according to the wife is claiming that she started to live since June 20, 1996, and after this date, Neha came into the earth. Neha came on this earth. But according to the husband is claiming, no, since 1991, he had not made a physical relationship. Why he was not made a physical relationship? He was busy in the national service. So I request, please don't concentrate only on the national issues. So concentrate something on the family issue also. Otherwise, someone will enjoy and you will be father of enjoyment of third persons. That's why your service of the society, nation, as well as family, all these services are important. Don't underestimate. The point was that according to the husband, since 1991, he had not made physical relationship, and in this way, and how he can become a father. According to the Vasudev, he was he was able to prove the non-excess. The point is become very clear that the Vasudev Lata got married in 1990. Some disputes according to the husband. Since 1991, he had not made physical relationship. He was busy. He had not got opportunity. But according to the wife saying that no, she had got the relationship, and even after some gap, she returned back, and since June 20, 1996, she started to live with her husband. And after that, that is after June 1996, baby came on the earth. After that, here both the party accepted regarding the Neha, that is the husband and wife, both accepted that Neha was born during marriage. It means if you see on the point of section 112, in that this is the first part. According to the first part, if the baby born during the marriage, irrespective of to what time he or she came on this earth. Yesterday I was discussing the example of the Shivam, and I told in that example that after getting the marriage, after 2 days, Shivam became the father, and he was surprised how he can become father only after 2 days. Earlier had not made relationship. In that matter, I had already discussed. That's why there is no need to discuss these points. So that's why this case is based on the first part of the section 112. The here fact is becomes very clear. Come to the father. How many types of father? First time I applied my mind in notorious perspective, and I decided how many fathers can be in this world. There are three types of fathers can be. First, for the example, a biological father. What is the meaning of biological father? Biological father means that male persons who had made the sexual intercourse, and in result of that sexual intercourse is that baby has come on this earth. In that example, Kapil was the biological father. Why he was the biological father? Because he did not get the marriage with the girlfriend of the uh, girlfriend of the Shivam, girlfriend of the Shivam, and in this girlfriend of the Shivam, in this way, he was the Kapil was the biological father. Regarding the legal father, who was the legal father in that matter? In that matters, Shivam was the legal father. It means in that problems, according to the law, baby has born during the marriage. It is immaterial whether that baby born after 1 hour, after 2 hours, or after 10 months. That is the immaterial. The Shivam was the legal father, and here that is the Kapil was the biological father. Take some another example. For the example, Nani. Nani got the marriage, and after getting the marriage, he made sexual intercourse, and after that he got a baby. In this way, in that case, a baby born during the marriage. That's why Nani was the legal father, and he was also a biological father because due to his sexual intercourse, baby has come on this world. It means here example is very clear. A person who is a biological father need not to be legal father. A person who is a legal father need not to be biological father. In this way, you becomes very clear regarding the biological father, legal and biological father. So here, for the example, Kapil is the biological father, Shivam is the legal father. Here, Nani is the legal as well as biological father. For the example, DNA test. According to the DNA test, it becomes very clear that baby has born due to the sexual intercourse done by the couple. By the DNA, it was proved. But according to the section 112, it says that if the baby has born during the marriage, that person will be father. For the example, here Shivam was the biological father. Third category is the combination of DNA as well as 112. In this third category, marriage, Nani was the legal father because baby has born during the valid marriage, and in the DNA test it was proved that DNA was the same as of the Nani. In this way, this is the third point is the combination of DNA as well as section 112. So now these are the three types of fathers, and you have to decide whether in the future which types of father you will be. Come to the issue. Here the issue is that 3 points. Issue number one. Issue number one is that is the DNA test should be allowed. We have already we have already discussed that regarding the Gautam Kundu versus State of West Bengal, and another Honorable Justice Deepak clearly held that blood group test should be allowed only in the rare cases. It should not be allowed in the matter of course. In this way, that was the matter. So here that was this case has been decided. Honorable Justice Chandramouli Kumar Prasad. Honorable Justice Chandramouli Kumar Prasad. Although there was a division bench. Earlier, I had already told you that all the three leading cases had been decided by the division bench. And here, who had decided this case? Honorable Justice Chandramouli Kumar Prasad had written the judgment for himself as well as on behalf of the Jagdish Kumar Khear. In this way, in this case, there were three issues. First issue was that is the DNA test should be allowed? Is the DNA test should be allowed? Answer will be that yes, DNA test should be allowed. I will discuss the answer later on, but here you can write on one side DNA test should, question is that first issue, is DNA test should be allowed? Answer is that yes, DNA test should be allowed. Regarding the issue number second is that if yes, whether it will prevail over legal presumption as contained in section 112 of Indian Evidence Act. Yes, first time in this case Supreme Court said that yes, if the legal presumptions DNA test can prevail over the legal presumption. For example, in this case, before this judgment, Shivam had no remedy, but after coming this judgment, here the Shivam can prove that no, Shivam can prove with the help of DNA test that he is not the father. After that, after this decision, Shivam can take benefit of this judgment and can prove that now I am not a legal father. How he can prove that he is not the legal father? Because after this decision, Supreme Court said that DNA test shall prevail over the legal fathers. It means here Shivam can escape from his liability, and Kapil, who was enjoying without risk, he may be bound by something. He have to pay the maintenance. So that's why Kapil, now after this decision be clear that the DNA can prevail over the legal the presumptions, and now Shivam can escape from him. अब शिवम यादव था तो उसको तो बचाना ही था, चाहे जैसे बचाते। ठीक ना, चलो चल रहा है। तुम लोगों के सारे रात भी कट जाती है, पता भी नहीं चलता है। तो in this way, second issue was that if yes, whether it will prevail over legal presumption as contained in section 112 of the Indian Evidence Act. Yes, answer is yes. Third question regarding the नेहा, regarding नेहा, सारी नेहा हमारी तरफ ही देख रही है मुझे लग रहा है, but I am not doing any wrong. That is the judgment. Judgment is that whether the DNA test would be sufficient to hold that Vasudev is not the legal father of the Neha. Answer is that yes, DNA test is sufficient, and now decision is that Vasudev is not the father of the Neha, and Neha is the bastard child. After these issues, issue number 1, 2, 3, I will discuss later on. So this is the kind of father who decided Chandramouli on which 6 January 2014 it was decided. This come to the here is that in this case Vasudev, what was the result? It was held that Vasudev was not the father. Why Vasudev was not the father? In DNA test, according to the DNA test, Vasudev was not the father, but according to the legal presumption, Vasudev was the father. In the conflict between both, see, biological father, DNA says that he is not the Shivam is, Vasudev is not the father, but here Vasudev was the father. So which will prevail? Whether scientific evidence shall prevail? Yes, DNA will prevail over the presumptions, and Vasudev is not the father, and finally Shivam got the remedy, and please distribute some sweets. Come to the facts. What is the facts is that I will start. I had already discussed the facts. There is no need to be discussed again. With the help of table, I had already discussed that all this regarding who is the husband, who is the wife, who is the daughter, and what is common in all these things. Nandalal Baidvek is common in all these things. And when marriage occurred, according to the wife, she started to live again since June 1996, but according to husband, since 1991 he had not made physical relationship. He was serving the nations. Neha was both accepted that Neha was born during the marriage. After that, this is the fact of the case. What happened? Come to the legal forum. Legal forum, what happened that a wife, that is the Lata is the wife, name of the wife is the Lata claimed maintenance under section 125 of the CRPC, and fortunately she got the maintenance not only for herself, but she also got the maintenance for her daughter. That is, the magistrate passed an order that the Basudev must pay maintenance not only for the Lata but also for the Neha. Basudev challenged before the High Court, and High Court it was said that unsuccessfully challenged. High Court rejected the blood test. High Court rejected for the request of the DNA test. Matter went to the Supreme Court. How matter went to the Supreme Court? Through the SLP. Special leave petition matter went to the Supreme Court. And what happened? See, in what happened regarding that, I wanted to clarify one fact. In this case, Lata was confused. Lata was confused. Lata was confused that from whose relationship Neha has come. That's why in the initial stage she was not opposing. She was confused by whose relationship Neha had come on this world. So that's why when Basudev made request before the Supreme Court for the DNA test, Lata did not oppose. That was the blunder mistake committed by the Lata, which finally affected the Neha. So see, when Basudev claimed for the DNA test, at once she did not oppose. If one party is not opposing, what would be happen? So that DNA test was conducted in the laboratory of the Nagpur. Oh ho ho, Nagpur. Nagpur is not the laboratory for the DNA test. Nagpur is laboratory for several purposes, and you know how for what purposes this is the laboratory. The first DNA test was conducted in the laboratory of the Nagpur. And what was the result of the Nagpur? It was clearly said that Basudev was not biological father. See, this is not talking about the legal father, whether the Basudev is legal father or not. No, in this report, because legal father is decided by the court, while the biological father is decided in the laboratory. That's why in the Nagpur laboratory it was said that Basudev was not the biological father. Oh. In this way, what happened? Again, wrong committed by the Lata. Second wrong was committed by that. She was not sure from whose relationship Neha had come. That's why Lata made request for making the second DNA test. Lata requested for second DNA test, and second DNA test was referred in the laboratory of the Hyderabad. Same situation. Both are famous for something different things. Nagpur is also famous and Hyderabad is also famous politically, like in this way. Everyone knows what I wanted to say, what I want to say. तुम लोग हमसे ज्यादा एक्सपर्ट हो, समझ जाते हो क्या कहता हूँ. The first second test was requested by the wife and matter was referred to the laboratory of the Hyderabad. So what was the result? Result was the same. In this way, it means in this case there was a peculiar facts. That's why court became bound to declare that Neha was the bastard child. Otherwise, I was discussing since 1993. Always court decide in favor of the child. Always. क्योंकि एक कड़ बास्टर्ड घोषित हुआ, पूरी जिंदगी उसे भुगतना पड़ा था. सोसाइटी में, हमारे सोसाइटी में किस तरह की सोसाइटी है, यहाँ पर क्या होता है, प्रोस्टिट्यूशन का क्या होता है, क्या एवरीथिंग, दुनिया कैसे आप सोसाइटी में एग्जिस्ट नहीं कर सकते अगर एक बार बास्टर्ड चाइल्ड हो जाए तो, जब तक कि बहुत ज्यादा अमीर ना हो. अमीरों के लिए कोई नियम कानून नहीं होते हैं, सारे नियम कानून गरीबों पे चलते हैं. So for the second DNA test was recorded and result was the same. Here see, I had made some table. With the help of the table you can understand these points. If you see the first DNA test, who made the request? Here the husband made the request. From where it was, in which library it was conducted? It was conducted in the laboratory of the Nagpur. What was the result? Result was that Nandlal Basudev is excluded to be biological father of Neha. After that, Wife Lata was confused. See, here the first request was made by the husband. Here in the case, for the second test, request was made by the wife. And where it was conducted? It was conducted in the laboratory, Hyderabad. Do you know? Court was taking so much precautions. That's why court thought that might be some wrong committed in the Nagpur. That's why matter was referred to the Hyderabad. But result was the same. What was the result of both the cases? See, the result of both I had concluded here. Two DNA test was conducted. Where it was conducted? It was conducted in the Nagpur and Hyderabad. Conclusion of both was the same. In this way, court became bound. After the two results, Lata started to argue that no, Vasudev is the father of the Neha. अब देहात में कहावत है कि चिड़िया चुग गई खेत, एक है ना, तब यहाँ पर चिड़िया चुग गई खेत वाली बात थी. नाउ लता स्टार्टेड टू आर्ग्यू दैट ऑल्दो वासुदेव इज नॉट बायोलॉजिकली फादर but legally Vasudev is the father. But now Vasudev became so much rigid. If I am not biological father, how can I bear the son, a baby of the third person? अगर हम ये कहें कि जो बच्चा कपिल से पैदा हुआ है उसकी देखरेख शिवम करेगा. क्यों शिवम करेगा? क्योंकि शिवम ने शादी कर लिया था और शादी के बाद हुई थी. अब बताइए कि शिवम कितने मन से अपनी वाइफ का केयर करेगा और अपने बच्ची का केयर करेगा. पल पल जब जब स्कूल शिवम छोड़ने जाएगा तब तक लगेगा कि क्रांति की निशानी है और क्रांति की निशानी को हम अपने माथे पर लेकर के घूम रहे हैं. तो वहां पे कुछ भी कर सकता है शिवम. तो शिवम कल को मतलब फ्रस्ट्रेट भी हो सकता है, पर्सन ऑफ अनसाउंड माइंड का भी हो सकता है. भगवान तुम्हें ताकत दे. तो इस तरह का सर्कमस्टांसेस, वासुदेव बिकम सो मच रिजिड. If father is someone, how I can bear that baby? No, now I cannot bear the baby. Now argument started on both sides. On the argument of the respondent, that is on behalf of the Lata and Neha. Neha was the minor baby. And there was nothing wrong committed by the Neha. But she was the party. That was the another matters. The here argument started. In the argument, started on the basis of the Gautam Kundu case. She was said in the Gautam Kundu case. I had already discussed that case. There is no need to discuss. And another case was cited, Kamti Devi versus Posi Ram. In that case, decided case in the 2011. In this case, two important points were discussed by Honorable Supreme Court. Supreme Court accepted that DNA test is genuine and scientifically accurate. So this line is in favor of the appellant. But from where it starts, these lines is in favor of the respondent. These line, according to these line, it was said that although that is the scientific accurate, but it cannot prevail over the section 112. Over the section 112, scientific evidence cannot prevail. And second point, this point was said that at the time of deciding, we have to also consider fatherhood of the child of which he may be innocent. अब इसमें नेहा की गलती क्या है? In this way, it becomes very clear that the father of the child, of which it was said that although scientifically accurate, DNA is accurate, but it cannot prevail over 112. And we have also considered about the innocent child, about her or his future. Again, after the Kamta Devi case, Banarsi Das case was also quoted. Banarsi Das case, here the some important point was said that even the Banarsi Das case, Supreme Court said that we remember that when the Evidence Act was enacted, there was no scientific discovery or disclosure about the DNA test. 1872 DNA test came into the existence. Indian Evidence Act came into the existence, and at that time DNA and RNA was at the initial stage. At that time, that was the subject matter in the laboratory. So in this way, in this case, Banarsi Das, Banarsi Das, Banarsi Das. Modi ji also belong Banaras. Now he is also Banarsi. The Banarsi Das, in this case, Supreme Court said at that time when Indian Evidence Act was enacted, there was no scope for the DNA test, and it was again in this case accepted that although scientific DNA is scientific evidence, but it cannot prevail over the legal presumption. And here same points, if you analyze Kamti Devi and Banarsi Das, both result of both the cases, conclusion of both the cases is same. Come to the argument of the appellant. Argument started to say, Millards, when I applied for the DNA test, Lata did not oppose. She was very happy. Even though she applied for the second DNA test, even in the second DNA test, both parties were ready that whatever result will become, that will be binding. And after coming result of both the reports, she started to oppose. Now she should not be allowed to oppose. That's point. And second point in this case said that a respondent is taking the argument of the Gautam Kundu case, Kamta Devi case, Banarsi Das case, but it must be accepted that in these cases from the very beginning, blood test or DNA test was opposed. From the very beginning in these cases, party opposed DNA test or blood test. But in the present case, party did not oppose in the initial stage. So ratio of the Gautam Kundu and Banarsi Das should not be applied in this case. Come to the decision of this case. Our decision was that two DNA report, on the basis of two DNA test report, it was concluded that Basudev is the biological father of the Neha. The first point, he is the biological father. Sorry, not biological father. In two DNA test, he is not the biological father. And if you see Kamti Devi case, Banarsi Das case, Supreme Court accepted that DNA test is scientifically accurate case. Although Supreme Court said that we accept that the Kamti Devi and Banarsi Das court said that the scientific evidence cannot prevail over the legal presumptions, but in both the cases it was accepted that DNA is scientifically accurate evidence. It means regarding the DNA test, there is no any disputes. Why? Because it is accepted all over the world and it is scientifically accurate. Come to the third point, this is the important. Supreme Court said that 112, यहाँ पे correction होना चाहिए था, correction है यहाँ पे 112. Wait for 1 minute, correction मार देता हूँ, कहीं पे मिल ही नहीं रहा. नहीं 1 minute, please wait for 1 minute. इसके बाद गैप होना चाहिए. सेक्शन 112 है ना. यस करेक्शन. कुछ तुम लोग भी हमारी मदद कर दिया करो यार, इतना हमारी अंग्रेजी खराब है, कुछ भी तुम लोग सपोर्ट करते नहीं हो. थोड़ा बहुत ठीक ठाक करा दिया करो. दुनिया यही कहेगी जब टीचर डीयू का टीचर का लेवल है तो स्टूडेंट का क्या लेवल होगा. हमारी इज्जत में तुम्हारी इज्जत है, हेल्प किया करो तुम सब. In this case, section 112 make the legitimacy of the child to be conclusive proof if the conditions of these sections are satisfied. It was said that it can be denied only if it is shown that the party to the marriage had no excess. It means it was said that this presumption can be rebutted. How and why? By proving the no excess. And if he is able to prove no excess by the DNA test, that's why what is the problems? That's why here if you see the Gautam Kundu case, excess means only the opportunity is sufficient, actual sexual intercourse is not sufficient. But here in this case, if you apply the meaning of the excess and non-excess, although this word has not been defined in this case, but if a whole perspective of the judgment of this judgment denotes that here excess means physical sexual relationship, actual relationship. सपोज दैट एक ऐसा आदमी है कि ही इज ए इम्पोर्टेंस, he is unable to make the sexual intercourse, he knows that fact, and after that जैसे एक मूवी एक आई थी जिसमें 3 लेडीज थी, मैं मूवी का नाम भूल रहा था, राजस्थान में एक मूवी राजस्थान पे फिल्माई गई थी। वो हस्बैंड, उसको मालूम था कि मैं इम्पोर्टेंस हूँ, मुझसे बेबी नहीं होगा, अपने पत्नी को बार बार मारता था कि नहीं मैं वो हूँ, क्या बोलते हैं, तुमसे बच्चा नहीं हो रहा, इसमें तुम्हारी गलती है। अब उस लेडीज ने एक थर्ड लेडी के संपर्क में आकर के, एक बाबा थे, बाबा के साथ जाकर के सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स कर लिया। सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स करने की वजह से बेबी पैदा हो गया। जब बेबी पेट में आ गया, गर्भ में आ गया, अब उस लेडीज ने, उस हीरोइन ने बोला उसको कि भाई अब तुम फादर हो गए हो। अब वो जैसे ही सुना कि वो फादर हो गया, अब उसको उसने पीटना शुरू कर दिया। कहा कि मुझे मालूम है कि मुझसे बच्चा पैदा नहीं हो सकता, जब मैं इम्पोर्टेंस हूं, मुझसे बच्चा पैदा नहीं हो सकता, तो ये बच्चा किसी और का है। तो हमारे कहने का मतलब है, पहले के जो जजमेंट आते थे उसमें अगर आप इम्पोर्टेंस हैं, अगर आप इम्पोर्टेंस है, आपके पास अपॉर्चुनिटी है, आप पत्नी के साथ बेड पर सो रहे हैं लेकिन कुछ कर नहीं रहे हैं, तो आपके पास अपॉर्चुनिटी है, भले ही एक्चुअल सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स नहीं हुआ, फिर भी अगर किसी और व्यक्ति ने रिलेशन बना दिया और वाइफ प्रेग्नेंट हो गई, तो आप वहां पे फादर हो जाते थे। क्योंकि वहां पे एक्सेस का मीनिंग गौतम कुंडू में यह बताया गया था कि देर मस्ट बी अपॉर्चुनिटी, एक्चुअल रिलेशनशिप इज नॉट नेसेसरी। लेकिन इस केस में जब डीएनए टेस्ट और बायोलॉजिकल की बात आती है, अब यहाँ पे एक्चुअल रिलेशनशिप में आ जाएगा। भले ही अगर आप इम्पोर्टेंस हैं, आप पत्नी के साथ कंटिन्यू सो रहे हैं, यू आर डूइंग नथिंग, even in that circumstances and someone had made the sexual intercourse, although there is a valid marriage, but even tomorrow you can disprove that you were the importance, and that's why I am not biological father. If I am not the biological father, by the DNA test, that legal presumption can be rebut. तो अब का सर्कमस्टांसेज में ये आ गया कि यूनुच हो गया, इम्पोर्टेंस हो गया, इस तरह के लोग अब फादर नहीं हो सकते। पहले के सर्कमस्टांसेज के पहले के जजमेंट में फादर हो सकते थे। तो इस तरह की चीजें हैं, यहाँ पे क्लियर हो गया, मैं समझ गया। सम अदर पॉइंट्स को भी डिस्कस किया गया। अब कोर्ट का सबसे रिमार्केबल जजमेंट पॉइंट यही है, दिस इज द मोस्ट रिमार्केबल पॉइंट्स इन दिस जजमेंट, and that's why this is the most famous case in the recent era regarding this point. In this case, court said that if there is a conflict between the legal presumptions and scientific evidence, for the example, legal presumption section 112 and scientific evidence regarding DNA test, which will prevail? Scientific evidence will prevail. If you see here, if you see according to the section 112, Neha was the legitimate daughter because she born during the marriage. Neha was the legitimate daughter, and regarding the DNA test suggests that she was not the biological daughter, that is he was not the father, he was direct conflict. See, 112 she was the daughter, DNA 2 report says that she was not the daughter. What was observed by the Supreme Court? This is the main important point. Supreme Court said that we know very well that when the DNA, when the evidence was enacted, at that time the scientific evidence DNA test was unknown. DNA test was unknown, it was not contemplated by the legislature at that time. Although section 112 talks about the presumptions of the conclusive proof, see here, presumption of the conclusive proof, here the judgment court clearly said that presumption of the conclusive proof, while in the Gautam Kundu case it was saying that the rebuttable presumption of law. So that is the some point. 112 raises presumption of conclusive proof on the satisfaction of the conditions enumerated therein, but that is rebuttable. Why that is the rebuttable? How that conclusive proof is rebuttable? Because by proving the non-excess. So while by DNA test it can be proved that there was no excess, it was said that if truth is known by both the parties, if truth is known by both the parties, that's why there is no need or room for any presumption. It means according to the section 112, according to the judgment of this case, court said that 112 will be applicable only in those cases where truth is unknown. It means where truth is known, section 112 is not applicable. See how it is a drastic judgment. It clearly says that when 112 is applicable, when 112 is not applicable. If truth is known, by both the parties, then 112 will be not applicable. The first point, first remarkable lines, and the third point is that interest of the justice. Regarding the interest of the justice, in the interest of the justice is point is that finally interest of the justice should prevail, truth must prevail. It was said that interest of justice be served best ascertaining the truth. It was said that first of all truth must prevail, justice must prevail, and court said that although we have sympathy towards the Neha, but truth cannot be denied. Finally was that there is a conflict between conclusive proof in a side under law and proof based on the scientific advancement accepted by the world community to be correct. Later means scientific evidence shall prevail. In this case, one more important point is that in this case was discussed a distinction between legal fiction and presumption of fact. For example, legal fiction means a thing which doesn't exist, but even by legal fictions that come into the existence. For example, company. Company is not the person, but due to the legal fictions, company is converted into the person. That's why something which is presumed, that is the legal fiction, is different from the presumptions. It was said that, for example, I told you that for example, a temple, according to the legal fiction, ideal is the legal personality. Ideal is the legal personality. Actually, ideal is not the legal person. Ideal is not the personality, but due to the legal fictions, that ideal becomes legal personality. So here it was said that 112 is regarding the presumptions. It means according to this, these presumptions can be rebutted. So that's why that presumptions can be rebutted by 112 by the DNA test. And finally it was said that truth must trump. If truth is known by both the parties, why it not prevail over other points? It was said that it is denying the truth. If you are rejecting the DNA, it means it is denying the truth. A truth must trump is the landmark, is the hallmark of the judgment. एक देहात में कहावत है, कोई आदमी अपने आंखों से देख करके जिंदा मक्खी कैसे खा सकता है। अगर इसका मतलब है कि अगर आपके दाल में मक्खी गिर गई और आपने उसको देखा नहीं, आपने खा गया तो चलो भाई खा लिया, लेकिन अगर आपके दाल में मक्खी गिर गई और आप देख लिए और कोई कहे कि नहीं आप इसको खाओ, तो कैसे खाओगे भाई? तो हमारे कहने का मतलब अगर मालूम चल जाए कि इसका फादर क्रांति है, तो शिवम कैसे बिहेव करेगा? और इस तरह से अगर हम उसको कंपेल करते हैं शिवम को डीएनए टेस्ट की रिपोर्ट आने के बाद भी, तो शिवम के साथ ही इनजस्टिस होगा। और कोई भी व्यक्ति, एक प्रूडेंट मैन, कोई भी व्यक्ति ये नहीं कहेगा कि नहीं शिवम के साथ जस्टिस हुआ है। तो फाइनली ट्रूथ मस्ट ट्रम्प एंड नेहा वाज डिक्लेयर्ड बास्टर्ड चाइल्ड and it was allowed, it was said that in the final regarding the maintenance, it was said that Apiland, that is Basudev, is not bound to give the maintenance and to his wife and his daughter. This is the second corrections, to give his wife and his daughter, her daughter nahi hona chahiye, his daughter, that is the second corrections. That is the second corrections. कहाँ गया? Yes, his daughter. Conclusion is that what point were discussed? Important points. It was legal fictions and presumption of fact was discussed. It was said that in case of conflict between scientific and legal presumption, scientific evidence shall prevail, and hallmark of justice, truth must trump. In the next class, I will discuss the Dipanvita Roy versus Ronobrito Roy, and this is my favorite judgment, and I will conclude this judgment. Tomorrow I will discuss, and I hope that all of you will do hard work. It is my request. Okay, bye. Good night.